Hey lovies, welcome to my channel. This is Michelle here at Life Mantra Tarot. I hope all has been well with you guys. So for the people who have been rocking with me for a little bit, welcome back and thank you for the continued support. For my new subscribers, welcome and thank you as well. And for those who haven't checked out my page yet, welcome. I hope that you end up liking, sharing, and subscribing because you could find some pretty cool content on this page. Mostly focusing on self-improvement and things of the like. So with all of that said, I hope that you guys are enjoying your weekend if it's the weekend when you get to watch this video. So today what I wanted to look into was the next biggest blessing coming into your life. Sorry for the noise in the background. My cat is scratching out her scratching post. She has a tendency to do it every time I'm about to do a reading, which is somewhat annoying sometimes, but yeah, that's her thing. Definitely her thing to do. It's like one of those coarse ones that have like that really stiff material on it, so it tends to make some noise. But anyway, not important right now. So Spirit, when it comes to, first off, but only let positive energy into this reading. When it comes to showing the collective what they need to see at this time, when it comes to the next biggest blessing coming towards them. Keep us protected and cover us in your light. All right, let's get started. Look at that, right off the rip. Good news. Messages, texts, phone calls. Someone has something to say, needing to communicate clearly. Be open to listening. So there's some good news coming towards you guys, which is awesome because that was the whole point of why I wanted to do this reading for you. So awesome. I like that. So Spirit, can we get a few messages about what is coming towards the collective when it comes to the next biggest blessing in their life? What do they need to know and see at this time? I think I saw a rare gift trying to get ready to come out. I got two. Okay. So poor health, neglecting health, health needs assessment, mental health conditions, addictive habits. And then we have potential that came out with it. New business requiring hard work. Ideas have potential for growth. Your investment paying off. A stable business steadily growing. So perhaps at one point, in two different ways of looking at that, perhaps you guys stressed out about a business and finances and things. Perhaps a business wasn't doing that great, but Spirit is like, it's gonna change. Whatever you were dealing with. I'm even picking up on like just overthinking in general. Maybe you're like almost like obsessive when it comes to what it is you're trying to do. Which, I mean, there's nothing wrong with being obsessed with your business, but at the same time, it could cause poor health, right? You might have sleep problems because you're overthinking it, things like that. Just overall stress. So just be mindful of that. Spirit is almost like saying, like, with that good news card that came out, I mean, they're basically saying, like, you don't have to worry so much. Things will come out, like, working out in your favor. So let's get some more. Unfinished. Leaving things unfinished, tying up loose ends, things left unresolved, see things through. So again, maybe there's a career project that you've been working on that kind of put you in a place of stress and whatnot, and now you guys are like at the bottom of the deck. You have luck. So it's like maybe you kind of put it on a hiatus. Okay, we have fluidity. Staying flexible and adaptable, keeping an open mind, going with the flow, being teachable. So maybe you had to learn like a valuable lesson. Move this over a little bit. Maybe you had to learn like a valuable lesson, in order to realize like, hey, yes. Oh, look, and right there, good health. See? So it's like you're realizing like there's so much potential for what it is that you're doing. Maybe you overthink. Maybe you don't give yourself enough credit for what it is that you're trying to do. And things are going to start looking up because you're learning, okay, it's time to rework the idea of whatever I'm working on and move forward so that way I can, have a thriving business opportunity, or it could even be like a job opportunity too. Maybe some of you guys, I'm picking up another storyline too. Maybe some of you guys went to school for something, whether it was like a trade or, a major in college or something like that, and didn't finish, maybe caused you a lot of stress. You didn't feel confident in yourself that that's what you were supposed to be doing, what you wanted to do, and now you're revisiting the idea. That could be just for some of you. Let's get one more. And surviving. Barely hanging on, living paycheck to paycheck. Burnt out is knocking, sorry. Burnout is knocking on your door. No savings, limited resources. Yeah. Top of the deck, we have sad news, disappointing message, not what you wanted to hear, something not going in your favor, inconvenient truth. Bottom of the deck, sadness. So yeah, so there was something like really sad about something, but you had to learn a lesson. So I definitely want to see what's like going to come after all of this. Because the whole point was supposed to be the next blessing coming towards you. Now, with the potential card coming out, and then we had the good news, I do feel like something is about to switch up. I feel like maybe, again, if you were overthinking things and like kind of put something to the back burner, Spirit is like, if you actually put yourself back out there and work on this, whatever this is, this project, so to speak, things will look up. It's just a matter of, actually putting your mind to it and doing it. So we have financial and material changes. Same thing as the Five of Pentacles. So, it's very similar energy, right? It's like, okay, at some point, you guys dealt with something that caused you to go through some financial struggles. So maybe that's what the next big blessing is. It's going to be your luck is going to turn around when it comes to finances, and you'll be able to work on whatever it is that you're working on. Is actually going to be lucrative and bring you some good luck and fortune, so on and so forth. Spirit, can we clarify this overall energy for the collective, please? Oh, came right back out. I can't make this shit up. All right. Wow. So I already explained what that is. Yeah, I mean, shit. With deception and envy, perhaps somebody in your energy kind of screwed you over. And we got the the same thing as Two of Wands here. Maybe somebody screwed you over, a business partner or something like that, and caused financial struggles. And now you've had to like uproot things and you had to learn a lesson. Yeah, look at that, emotional loss. It's the same thing as the Five of Cups in this deck. So it was a hard lesson to learn, but I feel like you guys have learned it. Yep, came right back out. The waiting game. So you guys like went in a different direction. You waited for something to grow and expand with the tree there. You waited, you planted your roots and then you waited for something to come together, and it didn't come together the way you thought it would. And as a matter of fact, interestingly enough, there's a tree on this potential card too. So maybe, somebody in your energy who you worked with or something on this project caused financial hardships and was very deceptive. So they're like, things might not have working out the way you wanted them to originally, but they're going to gain momentum when you gain some harmony within yourself, balance yourself out, and focus on harmonious relationships, whether it's business oriented or whatever. Because that's the same thing as the Lovers there. Might even be saying to balance your masculine and feminine side. Don't be overly emotional and don't be overly logical either. Move in silence. Be just mindful of the people that you have in your energy. Let's get one more. Because again, you had to learn a lesson. That's way too many cards. I'm not taking all of these. Well, okay, maybe I will. I'll take them. Because they did flip. So everything I just said is the truth. This is the same thing as the Ace of Swords. Triumphant success. Material and spiritual prosperity. Same thing as the Six of Pentacles. And patience. Same thing as the Temperance. So, and then again, watching like a little seedling turn into something beautiful, right? Looks like a lily. Very pretty. Yeah, so essentially I feel like they're saying, you had to go through all these changes and lessons and whatnot in order to get to this point of clarity. And it took a lot of patience to get there, but excuse me, But it's like basically saying, yeah, it's all gonna come together. You're setting a firm foundation, right? You're standing firm in yourself and your belief system. You're like, what this is the same thing as like the Four of Pentacles. Like you're you're seeing the truth now. Look at that. Top of the deck, we have positive movement forward. That's the Eight of Pentacles. So I mean, it's coming together. Yeah, it's coming together. You're learning how to take what happened and you learned from the lesson. Now you're like, okay, now how do I apply what I've learned to what it is that I'm doing? Okay, I like it. Definitely picking up on a business for sure. You know, everybody's situation is different. Maybe for those who are not working on a business venture, perhaps it's more like a job situation where, again, maybe there was some deception that happened at work that caused a lot of angst and whatnot, and things are about to turn around and work out in your favor. So that could be what's coming towards you as well. All right, Spirit, could we get some more messages when it comes to the incoming energy towards the collective when it comes to what's coming towards them? Transformation. I like it. Same thing as the Death card. You know, a big ending had to bring a new beginning, right? So it's like you learned. If you really look at the pictures, like she's turning into a butterfly. There's like wings behind her. You know, it's like, yeah, she had to like deal with some really dark stuff that kind of sucked, but now everything's like coming together. Tell us more. Not to mention we got a lot of major arcanas out now. Yeah, look at that. See, intuitively, you know what's up. You know, some of you guys might have spiritual gifts. Take it as it resonates. Same thing as the High Priestess. Tell us more. Success and victory. So we have the Six of Wands here. You're going to start gaining recognition for everything that you have been working on. And, you know, maybe you're going to be in the public eye, some of you. Take that as it resonates. Tell us more. You have the Seven of Wands. Stand your ground. Yeah, because you're learning how to be protective of yourself and what it is you're working on. You're going to gain that victory and success, you know? Yeah, look, you're giving birth to something beautiful, right? You're remember I was saying about like learning how to balance that masculine and feminine side. You know, you're finding that harmony within yourself. You know, you're that fire in your belly. You know what I mean? Like when it comes to what it is that you're trying to work on, you've regained a sense of passion when it comes to what you're working on. You're opening up your heart chakra and not letting, you know, old, you know, belief systems and or old heartbreaks and things of the like, you know, disappointment, so on and so forth, get the best of you. You're you know, attuned to like what's happening around you. You're gaining the knowledge. You're you're getting the downloads, right? Which is good. And I just said heart chakra and what's on the bottom of the deck. So it's like you're opening up again after all the disappointments that you learned how to deal with because you've learned the lessons. And that's the most important thing because now you're able to give birth to something new. Yep. After a lot of mental conflict and having to make choices, they're like, yeah, you know, you're going to be choosing, you know, to get out of mental defeat because you know you had to learn how to see the truth about the situation. As the Two of Swords. You know, a lot of times with the Two of Swords, you know, it's depicted as somebody with the blindfold over their eyes. You know, heart chakra again. So it's like, you know, maybe somebody used emotions as a way to kind of take away from you in some type of way. You know, let's say for some, this is a storyline that just came to me. Let's say for some of you, your money was tied up in a situation like a relationship, right? And you know, you're working on a business idea, but because that relationship no longer is applicable, or that person tried to play games with your, you know, your finances and stuff like that when you're trying to work on something, you know, that's called financial abuse. That is a thing. Um, it put you in a position where it caused a whole bunch of setbacks. Maybe you removed yourself from this situation or going to, and it might have been a hard decision to make, but you're doing it or you're going to do it, right? Because you're standing your ground. You're like, no, I'm not. You know, intuitively, I know something's not right about this. It's time to turn this car around. And as a horn beeps outside, I don't know if you guys heard that. But yeah, it's like it's time to turn this car around and go in a new direction. You know, there's a lot of things about choices here. You got more than one card with two. You know. All right. So Spirit, what does the collective um, need to do in order to attract this energy that's coming towards them? How can they continue to attract this energy, this positive energy? Stand in your power. Same thing as the strength card. You know, stand in your power. You know, anybody or anything that's trying to hold you down or hold you back, you gotta take that leap of faith. We don't have the Fool here, but ironically, doesn't that look a lot like the Fool card for those who, you know, really watch tarot like that? That looks like the Fool, doesn't it? It's at the edge of a cliff. You know what I mean? It's like anytime you could just say, you know, I'm gonna just take the leap of faith and I'm gonna work on my victory of success. Tell us more. A lot of major arcana here. It's like a huge awakening on your part. Yeah, it's all about choices. You know, we got the Seven of Cups. You know, don't let your emotions, you know, have you in a place where you don't know how to dictate what it is that you're trying to do. That's why the heart chakra showed up twice. That's why there's like a ring around her heart chakra, right? It's like, be very, very cautious. You know, this is a time to use logic as well. You know, your passion, a little bit of everything. You know, that balance, you know, is very important right now. Hope, that's the star in this deck. You know, so it's like, you know, again, I keep getting that some of you might be, you know, in the public eye some kind of way. So if you have like, you know, a following like on, you know, any social social media platforms. It's like a tongue twister. Maybe Spirit is saying, you know, stand in your power. And if you were like having a hard time having faith in yourself, it's time to put yourself out there. I had to do that recently. So that's just, you know, a little message for some. Yeah, speaking up. Say what's on your, not just say what's on your mind, but use your voice. You know, you might have a lot to tell people. You know, if you're using your voice to help others, with that hope card there, right? Healing and growth, expansion. Maybe you have the capacity to help heal others with your words. Maybe your words are very powerful. And maybe you're afraid to speak up, speak your truth. But it's time to start, you know, saying what's on your mind. Say what you mean what you say. I heard just now. Triumph. Look at that. So many major arcana. My goodness, this is like a major awakening for you guys. Like, this is great. This is the same thing as the Chariot. Moving forward successfully and quickly. Let's get one more. And Destiny. So that's the Wheel of Fortune. I mean, goddamn. It don't get more real than this. This is awesome. Yep. Your sacral chakra. So that's giving me like, you know, creativity, right? It's like, you know, you're really giving birth to something new. So this is a little more confirmation for me that this is about more so like a creative project of some sort. Yeah. And we have Three of Pentacles here, recognition and reward. You know, like you might team up with some people who you know, can help, you know, lead you in the right direction when it comes to this project that you're working on. A little bit of team efforts. Yeah, but don't let temptation get the best of you. So whether it's, you know, addictions or delusions, um, sex for some, you know, take it as it resonates, addictions, so on and so forth, negative self-talk, right? Low self-esteem, like don't let those things, you know, get the best of you, because this is destined to happen, whatever it is that you're working on, the people that you're trying to help. Because I'm definitely picking up like helper vibe, you know, especially with this hope card here. Okay, maybe some of you are, you know, this is just a download I'm receiving. Maybe some of you guys want to be like a motivational speaker or write a book or something. And you're, you know, you didn't know how to go about doing it, and somebody put you in a position where you stopped having faith in yourself and what it was you were working on. But things will come together, you know. Just be mindful about those in your energy and have faith in yourself, because that's the most important thing, right? You know, that's what that hope is too. Having faith in oneself. Okay. Likely. Okay. Actually, advice. Let's get some advice. I know let's look at likely outcome. Okay. What we got here? You have the um, fulfillment of wishes, 9 of Cups. Look at that. 8 of Wands, accelerated motion. Yeah, it's like gonna like just like that. It's like this Triumph card, aka the Chariot. It's like you're about to move so quickly into the direction of the things that, you know, bring you wish fulfillment. And that's the truth. Thank you, Spirit. But in this particular case, it's like a little bit of a dual meaning because it does say truth, but this is also about judgment, right? The universe is like, they see what you've dealt with, they see what you're working on and what you've become, and they're like, we're going to reward you, you know, 10 times over for everything you had to deal with. Yeah, after, you know, feeling a little bit of discontentment in your life, you know, discontentment and boredom, 4 of Cups, you know, maybe you felt rejected at some point in time. You might come together with some positive individuals. We got the partnerships and alliances, same thing as the 3 of Wands. 3 of Wands. Maybe somebody's at a distance from you. That's why they have to reach out to each other. But there could be some type of partnership with somebody who's like kind of far from you, but somebody who could maybe like really balance things out and help you on this part of your journey. Let's get one more. Moving on, yeah. Or another way of looking at it, they're saying you're moving on from a partnership that caused you to be discontent. I'm going with that, actually, now I'm really looking at this. Yeah, you know, there was a partnership that caused you to feel this way and feel like you weren't going anywhere with what it is that you were doing. And now you see the truth about that situation and you're moving on from it in order to work on your wish fulfillment. Thank you, Spirit, for the confirmation and the download. You're moving on from that. 6 of Swords, you're being divinely guided. Look, and on the bottom of the deck, we have Passion Ignited. So this is definitely about a creative project. Same thing as the Ace of Wands. So, I mean, yeah, you're moving away from anything that's keeping you feeling stuck and discontentment. Okay. What's the likely outcome here? I like it. Likely outcome, we have foundation and achievements, 4 of Wands. Yes, stability. I like that. Really setting up that foundation for what it is to look like when it comes to a strong, firm foundation for your home and like family, balance, justice. Like things are going to be, like justice is going to be restored because of everything you went through. Whatever that entails for you, everybody's situation is different. Please leave comments in the comment section to kind of give us like, or me, I should say, like a little more feedback about what that might entail for you. We got harvest materials. So we have the 9 of Pentacles. Or sorry, material harvest. Sorry, I read it backwards. But yeah, it's almost like because you're gonna find that foundation within yourself. Because you're cutting out anything that doesn't, you know, apply anymore, and you moved on from those things. Now you can really see the things that you've been working on materialize. Yeah, look at, you can't make this shit up. Prosperity begins, Ace of Pentacles. Wow. So it's definitely like a family situation that might have caused, or a relationship that caused these setbacks. Yep, it was an obstacle that had to be walked away from. Like, look what this person is doing. They're walking away from something. They have to go past all these situations and obstacles to get out of this place of obstacles and challenges. Is the same thing as the Five of Wands. There was a lot of conflicts, and you guys are like, F that, I'm not staying in a situation like that anymore. Whether it's a home situation or family situation, whatever, you, any relationship, you know, whether it's business oriented only, whatever the case, everybody's situation is different. Take it as it resonates. But you guys have decided to say, I'm not gonna put myself in that position anymore. I'm good. I'm walking away. Yeah, the universe card, same thing as the world, closing out cycles to start new ones. Wow. There's so many major arcana in this state reading. My goodness. I love it. Yeah, getting all those downloads. You know, your third eye is open. Okay, you guys are paying attention. You're very intuitive right now. Keep on keeping on. Okay. And then we have light. That's the same thing as the sun, another major arcana. So it's like you're working on your happiness, your growth, your expansion, fertility, right? All these different things, your overall happiness and well-being. Like you're working on all of that right now by removing yourself from this toxic situation that you might have been dealing with that had a really big hold on that heart chakra. It was painful for you to walk away from this situation, whatever that means for you. So it's just showing me that despite all of the disappointments and the pain and all of that, like you guys are like, I'm good. Like since I'm definitely picking up on career and finance for this reading, I definitely just saw luck and unethical. So yeah, we're gonna look into the green cards. I love these so much for career and finance. Because I'm definitely picking up on creative project for you guys. So, or for most of you, if it's not a creative project, it's a new job or something along those lines, something you're very passionate about and you really care about, and it's gonna really line you up with everything that you've been working so hard at. I mean, you got so many major arcana here. You got so many aces out. In fact, the only ace that didn't come out was Ace of Cups. You got all the other aces. So, wow, like that. This is very powerful. You guys are putting in that work. I love to see the energy shifting for you guys because, like, a lot of you guys were focused just on love, and that came up in every reading to some extent. Even if I wasn't asking about it, it came up. And I think now you guys are moving forward from situations that if love was involved, you've removed yourself, and you're moving forward successfully. And you're working on yourself and what makes you happy and what makes you prosperous, right? You've learned the lessons that were needed to be learned in order to transform yourself. And I'm proud of you guys. And so is the universe, clearly, based on the energy in this reading. So reconsider a decision. So again, you know, that could have had to do with that deceptive person who was playing games with you, right? So let's get a few messages from this deck. Spirit. Gift. I love it. All right, someone might give you a gift, lend you money, or help you in some way. You could get a cash bonus at work. You have natural talents, gifts, and abilities just waiting to be discovered. Explore them. I did already say that for some of you, you might have spiritual gifts. I was picking up on that before, but again, everybody's situation is different. You know, you could just have like a talent that, you know, you really are trying to put out there, and maybe somebody try to kind of dim your light, right? So, yeah. Networker. It may be time to create or reach out to your network of people who will help you. Consider a career in marketing, promoting, sales, and any professional networking job. Make the most out of the resources you have to improve your finances. Okay, I like it. Maybe time to put a little bit of light on the gift that you might have, if you do have any type of gift or talent that you're trying to utilize as a way to gain prosperity. Stability. Your financial future promises to be stable and prosperous. Take control of finances to create stability in your life. Excellent time to take action on any money related ventures. We already kind of got that energy before, especially with this Ace of Pentacles here. Tell us more. Thank you. Peacemaker. You are being called to apply diplomacy and tact to a difficult situation. And that's probably where you are right now. Because remember, a lot of you are removing yourself from a toxic situation, and you want to do it amicably, right? You're not one of those troublemaker type of people. I can pick that up very well. That you guys are just trying to, do what it is that you want to do. You want peace. You want to bow out gracefully from whatever it is that you're dealing with. You know what I mean? Consider politics, negotiations, unions, contracts, or any peacemaking careers. Approach situations with a win win attitude when making business deals. Okay, let's get a couple more. Growing up, yeah, you guys might have been relying on other people, and that's why this has been. Remember, I was saying that there might have been some financial abuse going on because you were relying on somebody else, and now it's time for you to go it alone. That's kind of confirmation. It's time to step up into your own power and stop engaging in childish qualities. Don't rely on others to help you or care for you. This message is yours to clean up. Avoid depending on someone else's income. You have all the skills to make your own. One more. Gotta believe in yourself more. Maybe you guys were afraid. Taking that leap of faith on yourself is very hard. I'm actually shocked that the Fool card didn't actually show up in this reading. And celebrate. Ooh, I like it. You've accomplished so much and you will accomplish much more. Take some time off and celebrate your success. You deserve it. There may be an unforeseen increase in your income. Yes. So for some of you, again, got that gift card there. So it's like, some of you might, like a business, some type of business thing might kind of work in your favor. You're going to start seeing that stability coming in and that income, and it's going to be something really worthwhile for you. Or for those who, are working somewhere and there was some toxicity or something happening in the work environment, it's about to switch up. Either left that situation and started something new, and it's going to be very, very prosperous and rewarding for you. And you're going to see something, or you might get a raise. I mean, it depends on your situation. Everybody's situation is going to be different here. Mechanic. Mend what needs mending. It might be broken, but all is not lost. Consider a career as a mechanic in automotive, aerospace, or repair technician. You have the ability to easily fix your finances, but a sacrifice may need to be made. Okay, I'm kicking up on more than like that than the actual mechanic thing. But I mean, hey, take it as it resonates. Some of you might be a mechanic. I mean, that's pretty cool too. That's a talent that I darn sure don't have. Work smart. You are making it harder than it has to be. Or, sorry, are you making it harder than it has to be? Sometimes the solutions are that simple. Perhaps it's time to clean house personally and professionally. To start with a clean palette. Stick to basic needs when it comes to spending and put some money aside. Middle of the deck, perfection. A lot of you guys probably have fear of failure because you want to be perfect. There's no such thing as perfect. I had to learn that myself, especially as of recently. Progress, not perfection. Okay. Give up your perfectionism. It's causing delays in your finances. You will never get ahead if you don't overcome your fear of failure. You are enough and have what it takes to improve your finances. Thank you, Spirit, for that. I'm gonna just get, because again, I'm definitely picking up on business for a lot of you guys. I'm just gonna get maybe 3 messages from this deck. This is an entrepreneur deck, so just like 3 messages, because I don't know if this is everyone's story, obviously, so I don't want to overdo it with too many cards or anything like that. But we do have build your email list and nurture your audience by staying in touch. Okay, so let's get like 3 messages from this deck, Spirit, for those who might be entrepreneurs or want to be an entrepreneur. Thank you. Manage your time wisely. Delegate or outsource tasks that drain your energy and do tasks that are in your realm of unique brilliance. Inspire. I did say something about some of you might be like motivational speakers or writing a book or something. I picked up on that before, I'm telling you. Not everybody, but a lot of you. You're influencers or want to help influence people in a positive way. When you become an individual, sorry, golly, what is going on? When you become influential in your field, You inspire people to step into their own greatness because you rose to yours first. Wow, I like it. So whatever it is that you, some of you are working on, definitely go for it because you have gifts that are going to definitely help other people and inspire other people to be great too, okay? And then we have transform, success, breakthrough. If you want to break through your internal blocks and stop struggling, you have to do things differently. Let me start over. What the heck is going on with me? I think it's because I'm getting hungry. After I do readings, or while I do readings, I get hungry, and then sometimes I get a little like lightheaded. All right, if you want to break through your internal blocks and stop struggling, you have to do things differently than what you've done so far. Got it. Thank you. Top of the deck, slow down. Sometimes you need to slow down, get out of overwhelm, refresh, regroup, golly, refresh and regroup. God damn it. In order to speed up your results and schedule. Avoid overwhelm, save time and energy by automating your social media and marketing. Schedule it on a content calendar. And I already said I feel like some of you guys might be in the public eye. You know, whatever that entails, everybody's situation is different. Maybe some of you guys are doing what I'm doing, right? Maybe you're like a tarot reader or very spiritual and you're trying to help people when it comes to that. Some of you might be motivational speakers, so you want to just do like very motivating content online. They're letting you know, like, okay, as you're like building your social media accounts and things like that, you know, maybe record your stuff or whatever, and then put it out there at a certain time. Like you can, you can set like times that you put things out and stuff like that, so you don't overwhelm yourself. Because it's a lot, you got a job, like actual like regular job, and you're doing all this. Like it's not easy to be like, on social media constantly. Like I'm trying to learn how to do that. It's hard. I'm not really on social media like that anymore. I used to be always on there, and I needed to take a break last year. And I was like, you know what? This is not really my thing anymore, but I know I have to do it for what it is that I do, right? So some of you might be feeling like that. So it's like, so it's working on a schedule that, because, look at all the social media stuff here, all that content, right? So it's like, write down a schedule, use a planner, that kind of thing, and then analyze. Research your market and analyze your competition. Decide how you're going to make better offers and provide more value than anyone else. Got it. I like it. All right, so we're reaching the part of our reading where we're going to start looking into some closing messages, in particular, like advice and things like that to kind of follow from spirit. So we have increase. Look at that, about manifestations. You have successfully manifested something near and dear to your heart. Exactly. So we're just going to get like 2 messages from this one. So I have a couple of decks that I really want to pull from. Or actually, let's do 3 from this one. All right, so we have Seeker of Truth. You can feel the hidden truth behind your circumstances. Somebody definitely screwed you over in some way, shape, or form, and you now understand that you had to learn that lesson. It caused some delays, but now you're on top. Resolve. This is a period of indecision and inner conflict, and it is time to make a decision. Yes. We saw a lot of stuff about making decisions, right? To walk away, and, at the end of the day, it's up to you. New door. I like it. 4 plus 6 is 10. That's about new beginnings, right? So there you go. Your prayers have been answered, and a new door is being held open for you. Right? You're going to go through that door, though, right? Because at the end of the day, you have to make the choice to do this. But there is definitely something beautiful waiting on the other side of that door for you if you just take the chance and the risk. And then we have universal mind. You are about to receive the solution to your problem or concern. Bottom of the deck, parting ways. I'm telling you, you can't make this shit up. It is time to move on from this person or situation. Wow. And old habits. An old habit may be keeping you from moving forward. Now, that old habit, again, could be something similar to what we were just talking about a little while ago, with maybe feeling like, oh, okay, well, I rely on this other person for my stability. How do I get out of this situation? How do I, you know, stand on my own 2 feet, right? Hence growing up, you know what I mean? There's just that fear of failure, or, you know, failure. Have you ever heard of the term failure to launch? Like, where you put so much, you know, reliance on other things and other people when it comes to your overall well-being and whatnot. And now you're realizing, oh no, I have to stand on my own 2 feet. I got to do it by myself. And we have conscious living at the bottom of the deck of this deck. Those healthy changes you have been meaning to make are imperative for you right now. Okay, so that change right now, I feel, is walking away from this situation that's extremely toxic, so that you could work on what it is that you want to work on. I love this. All right, Spirit, let's get like 3 messages from this deck. Okay, so we have healing cocoon of light. Your angels come to you now and surround you in a healing cocoon made of light. I just said as the opening mantra. That's interesting. Earlier that you know, I asked Spirit to cover us in their healing light, so that's kind of interesting. They were listening. Purging process. Now 5 plus 4 is 9. That's usually about approaching endings, right? You may be currently experiencing emotional discomfort that is disrupting your inner peace. Exactly. The Spirit is like, you know, on the other side of this situation, wait something that is so beautiful for you. And then 5 plus 5 is 10. The part about beginnings, right? So it's like, you know, Spirit is like, you got this. You just gotta have faith. And then we have kindred souls. A lot of 5s here. So about nothing but change, man. Wow. A lot of 5s. You are currently experiencing many changes in your relationships and friendships. Okay. Top of the deck, we have Heart of Compassion. There are many people around you now who benefit from your loving, compassionate heart. Like, don't remember that heart chakra showed up more than once in this reading. Do not allow yourself to become so emotionally aloof to other people just because of what this person in your energy might have caused. Okay, at the end of the day, we all have free will. We all make decisions that might, you know, deter us off of our path, but we learn from the lesson, we move on. Okay, so don't allow this situation to harden you, is what Spirit is trying to say. And then we have inspired action. It's basically the same thing as the Ace of Wands. Focus on inspiration. The action steps will follow effortlessly. And then we have align with your wholeness. You are not your illness, symptoms, or habits. You, the person, are always whole and perfect. Remember, we talked about perfectionism too, right? We're like, you know, it's so natural for us to want to be perfect. And, you know, Spirit is like, no, there's no such thing as perfectionism, right? You know, we all have struggles and battles and things of the like, and you just learn from the lessons and you apply them and you go from there. And we're going to constantly be and honestly be learning lessons all the time. Someone told me that, I don't want to say too much about it because I don't like to sound like I'm talking about people, but I'm just going to say a quick little tidbit. Someone had told me recently that because I'm still working on myself, I can't help anybody else. I'm going to just leave it at that. So I'm like, do you realize that therapists have to go to therapy? Healers need healing too. Yes, I'm working on myself. Yes, I have things that I'm battling. But does that mean that I'm tainted to the point where I can't help other people? Absolutely not. Have you ever heard of what's called a wounded healer, apparently? You know what I mean? Like, I can definitely still help people and be working on myself at the same time. Now, if I wasn't doing what I need to do to work on myself at all, that's a completely different situation. You can't pour from an empty cup. So if you're not doing your work, yes, that is absolutely true that you can't help people. But if you are working on yourself and you have the capacity in yourself to say, this is what I want to do with my life, and you know that that's your calling, nobody can tell you what your calling is and what your calling is not. And there's no better time than the present to help people, especially if you know that you're working on yourself in the process. Just saying. So don't let anybody tell you otherwise. But anyway. Ooh, and we got romance coming in too. All right. All right. So let's get like maybe 4 messages from this deck. We're going to be getting ready to close out in a second. All right. Romance came right back out. Oh my goodness. It's almost like you guys are attracting romance because, you know, you're working on yourself, improving health. You know, you saw that bad health card come out, right? Or maybe it's saying that there's a romantic situation that you had to remove yourself from that is going to allow you to improve your health. Take it as it resonates. Remain positive. This flipped at some point. Perfect timing, yeah. So everything's going to work out. For those of you who are attracting new love, that's awesome. I'm happy for y'all. Just be mindful that, you know, you are still a work in progress. You're working on yourself. You're still kind of healing. But, you know, by doing so, you are opening up the doors of opportunity when it comes to these different aspects of your life, including career and finance, and possibly a new career venture / business. You're welcoming love by not being closed off. Okay. Top of the deck we have no need to worry. Bottom of the deck, don't stop. And peaceful resolution in the middle of the deck. So we're on a whole new field of opportunity here. I like it. I like it. Let's see if we can maybe get some cards from Moonology. You know, maybe some time frames or just words of inspiration as you continue to do what you're doing. That was loud. Okay. A new start is coming. Look at that. Look at that. Wow. And I think a new moon is coming soon. I just don't know exactly when. So, wow. This is just motivation though. Like, this is a new phase of life. They're like, yo, bro, it's all about to just get so much better for you. This is beautiful. Let's get like 4 messages from this deck, Spirit. Don't let your past hold you back, South Node. Follow your North Node, whatever that may be for you, because that's going to help you, inspire you when it comes to the route that you're supposed to be taking in your life, okay? But yep, don't let the past hold you back. So that's going to be the challenges that will drag you down. It's time to take action. New moon in Aries. Something might happen during Aries season, which is coming up, or I don't know if we're in, I think we're still in whatchamacallit, right? Yeah, but Aries season is like definitely amongst us soon. Emotions are running high, super moon. Yeah. And we already know that your emotions definitely have kind of had a big influence on how you've been handling this situation, but you know, it's time to take action. That's like more like a passion, right? Keep in mind, Aries is a fire sign, so it's like that passion is burning, right? Pay attention to it. And we have luck is on your side, new moon in Sagittarius. So again, more fire energy. So it's like, yeah, this is about really following your passions right now, and don't let your emotions or your past hold you back from that. Top of the deck, we have bring love into the situation, new moon in Aquarius. Ooh. Be bold and make the first move. Cardinal moon. Nice. And communication is key. New moon in Gemini. All right. Yep, it's going to be time to be assertive and really speak your mind. Say what you got to say. Don't let anything or anyone hold you back. Ironically, as I split this deck for the last words of encouragement, we have wonders and change. Yep, you're changing a lot of things, right? And you're continuing to heal. I love this one. It's one of my favorite cards from this deck because it's an amethyst, which we know is like a healing crystal, right? Healing and protection, so on and so forth. But it's broken. It's like you still have all these wonders within you. It does not change the properties of who you are just because it's broken. It's still salvageable. It's still fixable. It still works, okay? But you're making the changes necessary to go in a new direction, and Spirit could not be more proud of what it is that you're doing right now. You're getting all these rewards because of it, okay? You're attracting a lot. All right. Got potential here at the bottom of the deck. All right, Spirit. Let's get maybe 4 messages to close out this reading. Okay. Potential came right back out. Wow. So whatever you're working on, there's great potential here for growth, success. Simplicity. Releasing, right? Look at that little feather, you know. You can also be getting communication from your spirit guides in the form of feathers, if you've ever noticed anything like that. Sometimes that's a way of your spirit guides talking to you. So pay attention to things like that as well. You know, it's a lot simpler than you think. Sometimes by releasing things, that's when you feel so much lighter and you just feel the adrenaline to just push yourself and propel yourself forward. Yeah. You're also saying just go with the flow. Be in a flow state. Don't overthink things. Because we did see like stuff about overthinking at one point too. I always use the term ebb and flow. Also, I tend to use the quote from Bruce Lee. I don't know the exact words, but you know, basically saying it's better to be like the willow tree than the bamboo tree. The bamboo tree is too rigid. You know, it doesn't flow. It doesn't move. You know, it goes against the currents and the wind and all that, as opposed to going with it. As opposed to the willow that goes with it, right? Graceful in movement. One more. And relaxation. Take better care of yourself, right? You know, don't overthink things. Maybe take some time to just read a good book. You know, rest your mind, rest your body. We have power. Saw that at the bottom of the deck when I was or in the middle of the deck while I was shuffling. You know, you have the power and the potential to do so many things. No, that was the whole point of this reading. Blessings are coming in, you know, in the form of financial stability and success, in the form of love when the time is right for you. Like, it's all happening, it's all coming in. You know, for some of you, might be like springtime, right? Look at the flowers. Yep, and then wonders came out again, because again, you're still healing. Like, it's not over, but you are definitely like in a better place than you were before. So just keep doing what you've been doing. Continue to heal. Continue to work on yourself. Continue to you know, trust yourself, thrive, so on and so forth. Like, you're doing everything the way that you're meant to do it, and because of that, spirit and the universe are going to start really rewarding you for all of your hard work and dedication to what it is that you've been meant to do. Okay, I'm gonna pull one more, not one more card, but like maybe 3 or 4 more cards from another deck. Just because I do feel like you guys have like this gift or this, like, you know, something that spirit is definitely pulling you to do. I just want to get a few from this deck, the calling cards deck. Spirit, can we just get some last messages for real this time? I got drawn to them, so I'm going to pay attention. All right, analyzing information. I mean, if you're doing business, that's definitely something that you're going to be doing. And it say something about kind of paying attention to, you know, other people who might be doing the same thing that you're doing, you know, to figure out how you can compete, basically. Facilitating change. So some of you might be, this is falling under like the social stuff. So, you know, maybe some of you want to work for like a nonprofit organization, or are going to work for a nonprofit, or going to start one. Take it as it resonates. Creating dialogue, social. So some of you, again, might be influencers. Might use social media to help others. One more, or whatever comes out. It's way too many. Actually, I'm going to take them because I saw something that definitely kind of goes with what I was just saying. Exploring the way. That's enterprising. That's falling under business. Building relationships. So social again, right? So again, if you're working like, you know, for a nonprofit or something, that's what you're going to be doing. You're going to be building relationships. You're going to be facilitating change, healing wounds. You're helping people in some way, shape, or fashion. Investigating things goes back to analyzing information and getting to the heart of the matter. So I'm definitely picking up on, like, you know, some type of social change that you guys are trying to do, whether it's through social media or whatever way you're trying to do it, writing, whatever, blogging, vlogging, so on and so forth. You guys definitely are going to be helping other people, and I think that's absolutely beautiful, especially with what you have gone through, because now you can take those lessons that you've learned and help other people along the way too. There's no better gift than like being able to give back in that type of way, in my opinion. Instructing people. Some of you might be some type of teacher. Maybe some of you guys are going to be like life coaches. I'm a life coach too. Aside from what I do here, I'm also a life coach. I just started my Facebook page. Check it out if you'd like. Life Mantra Coaching LLC on Facebook. And please like that if you can. um, and bringing joy. Social. A lot of social stuff. So I'm definitely picking up on social media. I was saying that before, but then we have artistic breaking molds. So, maybe creating a nice website that, has different type of content than what most people do, so on and so forth. But anyway, I just felt like throwing that out there too, because I definitely feel like, that's like for those who resonated with this is probably the type of stuff that you're going to be doing. And it might help you be able to be like, oh yeah, this definitely was my message. Okay. All right, spirit. Wow. Okay, guys. So thank you so much for watching. I love you guys. Thank you for the support. Please like, share, and subscribe. Please leave comments in the comment section. I said that just now, but I love interacting with you guys when you guys do happen to say, hey, I just was thinking about this, but like I love that. It makes me happy because I'm like, yes, I'm on the right path. You know. So yes, please, just take heed to all the stuff that was said in this message, and you know uh congratulations are in order in due time. It seems, based on what's going on with you guys. So yeah, anyway, um love you guys. Thank you so much for the support, and until next time, bye.